This is the Lenovo Yoga Book 9i. I'm going to unbox this straight ahead. Hey guys, it's Alex from Techaeris, and I'm back with another laptop unboxing. And I'll have a few of these coming over this next month. I have a lot of stuff sitting here waiting to be unboxed and waiting to be used and waiting to be reviewed. So I'm a pretty busy boy lately, so we're going to get into this unboxing of the Lenovo Yoga Book 9i. This is a dual screen laptop, 14-inch, and what makes this interesting to me is I am excited to try it out and see how different it is from the Asus ZenBook Duo that I just reviewed and I posted on Techaeris.com. Make sure you check that out. I want to check this out and see if I like this better than the ZenBook Duo. The ZenBook Duo is a really nice machine, so this ought to be interesting to try out. Let's get into this unboxing. All right, guys, here we are with the Lenovo Yoga Book 9i dual display 14-inch laptop. I've already taken it out of the big box, and this is what you get inside. You do get a laptop sleeve, which is very nice of Lenovo to include in the box. It's kind of a grayish bluish color, branded with Lenovo right here. And it is kind of it's an interesting nylon kind of fabric here, kind of rough on feel there, and this is all kind of fake vegan leather, and it is branded with yoga here on the flap, and that is magnetic. And there is another pouch here to put your charging brick and anything else, and also a pen holder here. And then you put your laptop right inside there. Pretty standard fare for a laptop sleeve. And you also get the Lenovo Yoga mouse here. They provide this because this particular laptop, unlike the ZenBook Duo comes with a full-size keyboard and trackpad. This does not. This comes with a kind of a half keyboard. And so you get this mouse to go with the laptop. And it's a nice looking little mouse. It'll be interesting to use. Of course, there's documentation and everything over there. Let's get to the actual device here, the Lenovo Yoga Book 9i. So I expect that most of the weight here is going to be from the cardboard and the other things that are in here. So open, nice presentation when you open it up, nice cloth feel to that covering. We'll open up the accessories box here. And this is interesting. Oh, they have a tear tab there, but I wonder if we can, yeah, we can just pull that out. I want to destroy the box. And you get a 65-watt charging brick. This is exactly the same brick that comes with the Legion Go S and the Legion Go, which I just unboxed earlier this week. And inside here, we get nothing else. And that is it for the power. And we'll pull the laptop out, put that to the side, and see what else we have underneath. Underneath, you get some instructions. Kind of tells you what you can do with the laptop, how to use the stand, the included stand that comes with it. And this is another thing where this differs from the ZenBook. The ZenBook Duo has a built-in kickstand on the back of it, so it is a little bit thicker and a little bit heavier. All right, here we go. We'll open this up here, and I suspect this is the sleeve, the stand, and the keyboard. And I am correct here. Make sure everything's out. Here is your keyboard, like I told you earlier. This keyboard is a smaller keyboard, does not come with a trackpad. The ZenBook Duo did come with a trackpad. And that one is actually getting ready to go back to Asus, so I won't have it very long at all to compare. But I'll do it from memory. But this is actually a nicer keyboard than what Asus provides. This is a very nice keyboard. It's got some weight to it, and it feels nice and substantial. The feedback on the keys feels nice as well. And you also get the Yoga pen included. And there's your pen with the USB-C charger on one end and your buttons on the side here on the left. and of course the tip. And I do believe you get an extra tip in the case here. More documentation, and this is your stand. That's just cardboard. And this is what you're gonna put your yoga book on. And we'll get that all set up in a moment. Let's get all this out of the way. All right, guys, we got the packaging and all the boxes out of the way. Now we're left with the Lenovo Yoga Book 9i. This is typical Lenovo with the kind of cloth covering. And this is not a cheap laptop, so it's nice that they package it this way. And there you are with the Lenovo Yoga 9i. And typical Lenovo design, Lenovo front logo, and a little notch up here. I believe the webcam is on the other side of it, but that also gives you a little area to pull up on, which is nice. Here on the back, you have your hinge, and that also doubles as a speaker. And on the bottom area, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 feet, and we are running an Intel Core Ultra 7 in this configuration. And it looks like there's speakers on either side here on the bottom that are kind of side firing. For ports, we get 2 USB-C ports here. Looks like probably Thunderbolt 4. I can't imagine there's Thunderbolt 5, but they might be. We'll clarify that in the specs. Power button right here, and that is slightly recessed, so you should not accidentally hit that. And here we have the shutter switch for the webcam. This will turn your webcam on and off if you want privacy and you don't want that to be used all the time. On this side, we do have another USB-C port, and that is probably Thunderbolt 4 as well. And it doesn't look like there's anything else. There might be some LED indicators there on the side as well. So let's pop this guy open and see what these displays look like. All right, here we see tap with fingers on the button screen, on the bottom screen here. So if you do 8 fingers, it brings up the virtual keyboard, 3 fingers to bring up the virtual touchpad. So you can actually get a virtual keyboard on here. Let's move this off of here. So we do like this. Oh, tap 3 fingers to call it. There we go. That's gonna give me a tutorial now. So here you see that we have 2 14-inch displays, and that is exactly what the Yoga Book, the ZenBook Duo does as well. I don't know the spec on this right now. I'll clarify that in the specs section once we get there. But this will be used almost identically to the ZenBook Duo, except for you set it up with the origami stand, and then you can pair the mouse to it and the keyboard as well via Bluetooth. And I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna roll B-roll on this so you guys can watch or listen to the specs and hear what's inside this machine. Right now, my first impressions of this is I like this better than the ZenBook Duo. It is thinner. It is much thinner than the ZenBook Duo. It's much lighter. But that has a lot to do with the fact that this does not have a built-in kickstand, and the keyboard is not integrated or not included in the inside. With the ZenBook, the keyboard is here, and it rests right here on top of the other screen, and you can remove the keyboard off of the screen like this to use it. So this is a little bit different way of doing this sort of laptop, and which is fine. I think that you need to have some kind of variety in order to be competitive. And right now these screens are on low brightness. Once we get them up to a higher brightness, I'm curious to see if these are brighter than the ones on the ZenBook Duo. But let's get into those specs. All right, guys, let's get into the specs and features of the Yoga Book 9i 14-inch. This is the Generation 10. I'm doing things a little different. Normally I run B-roll and then I talk about, the specs. But in this case, this is a very different laptop, and I wanted to kind of show you on screen here. It comes with this dual screen interaction app. It's called the User Center. And so it kind of tells you what everything is and how to use it. But real quick, I'm gonna go over the specs. This particular SKU is running the Intel Core Ultra 7 processor 255H with Intel Evo, Intel Arc graphics. This has 16 gigs of LPDDR5, 8533 dual channel RAM, is running Windows 11, and the displays are both 14-inch 2.8K displays, 16:10 aspect ratio, pure sight, POLED, 750 peak nits of brightness, 100% DCI P3 with a variable refresh rate of 48 to 120 Hertz. So they're very on par with the ZenBook Duo. I would say actually better than the ZenBook Duo, minus the fact that the ZenBook is a 3K. But it's very minimal, that 2.8 versus 3K. This also has 1 terabyte M.2 2242 SSD, and this does have Wi-Fi 7 with 802.11be and Bluetooth 5.4, so that's another advantage. Now, it only has 3 USB Thunderbolt 4 ports, and one of them is a USB with power delivery and DisplayPort, always on. And it does have 4 stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos, and so that's 2 woofers and 2 user-facing tweeters, optimized with Dolby Atmos and Smart Amp. But you also get the Yoga pen, you get the folio case, you get the Bluetooth keyboard, and you get the mouse here. You can get the optional Yoga earbuds in the Yoga sleeve, and the battery is a little bit better than the Duo. This is an 88 watt-hour battery, while the Duo was a 78 watt-hour battery. The camera is a 5 megapixel IR camera with ePrivacy shutter, and this starts at 2.69 pounds. This color is called Tidal Teal. I'll take it apart here in a second to show everything, but this is made out of stainless magnesium top and bottom. So those are the pretty much the basic specs on this. I really wanted just to go over this here on the display. The dual screen interaction tells you here, swipe the virtual keyboard up to the top of the screen with both hands to use virtual touchpad. So right now I have, if you look down here, I have the keyboard attached, and that is the Bluetooth keyboard that I'm using. As a matter of fact, I like this keyboard a lot. I like this better than the ZenBook Duo's keyboard. The ZenBook Duo had a full-size keyboard, but it was so thin it was almost like cardboard. This feels like a real keyboard, and I like that a lot. So we'll put that to the side, but you get the mouse, and I also enjoy the mouse better than I do the trackpad on the ZenBook. So right now, I'm enjoying the keyboard and the mouse situation over what I had with the ZenBook Duo, which if you look down here on this screen, that's where my review is from earlier today that I posted. It's a really nice laptop. I'm not taking anything away from that, but this one, I'm already feeling it. Like, this is a much better experience. Let me move this. So this is the stand that comes with it. It's one of those origami type stands, and you just kind of fold it down and it creates a stand. And then that's where the laptop rests and the keyboard rests right there. You know, when I first saw this, and I really didn't think it was going to be useful, but it does a really good job of holding that Yoga up, and you know, I have no problem with it. I was shocked, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this guy over here. We're going to bring up that virtual keyboard. So you have your keyboard here, and the ZenBook does this too. So you get the same experience. You can pull it up and you can pull it down. And let's move this window out of here. Let's see, I'm going to bring it down here. Yeah, I'd rather use a mouse. Not much for a touch, but so swipe the virtual keyboard up on top of the screen with both hands to use virtual keyboard, touchpad, and bookmark it and the screen. And launch Smart Note through Multi-App Express to take notes while attending video meetings seamlessly. So you can launch, if you want to take notes while you're attending a meeting, you can do that with your pen, which is just goes on the back here, and you can do that over here taking notes. I'm not much of a pen user either, but check the battery. Okay, bye Lenovo. All right, here it says tap with 5 fingers to open cross-screen display. This allows you to use the display across the screen, and I just tried it now with this one, but it's not available for this app, so we're not even going to go there, but we'll pull this down here. Let's go to virtual keyboard over here. Here you have settings for the virtual keyboard. You can tap an input box, tap with 8 fingers on the lower part of the screen to open the virtual keyboard and start typing. Let's see, how do we get the virtual touchpad? Tap with 3 fingers. Let's see, there's the touchpad right there. So if we can move the keyboard up and the trackpad down. Let's see, how do we move that trackpad down? There we go. So if I wanted to, I could, could use the virtual keyboard. Let's say we want to do a search on the site, and here we can look for, I don't know, let's look for Lenovo. There you go. So you just use that like a regular keyboard, and there's your search, and then you can use this as a touchpad, just like you would a normal touchpad. What I don't like about this is there's no tactile feedback. So I don't feel the haptics I can feel with even the mechanical feedback you get from a regular trackpad. So I don't see myself using this much at all. But it's there for you guys that want to use it. So that is an option. Smart bookmarks, there's a lot to go through here, but there's a Windows management. You can adjust and move and manipulate Windows layout via the Windows management feature. So you can just drag windows around, and quick access detects the active mode and suggests frequently launched groups of apps for that mode. So dual screen brightness. So you can adjust the brightness of each screen separately if you want, or you can link them together and have the same brightness on both screens. So if I wanted to do, watch a presentation up here and take notes down here, but I don't want this as bright, I can bring this brightness of this display down so that it didn't bother me so much. Smart note, you can take notes. Let's try that now, see what happens. There we go. Let's close this out. Close that out. Oop. I just closed Smart Note out. Let's see. We'll close this. Let's move this out of the way. Let's try that now. All right. So there's the Smart Note. Welcome to Smart Note. There you are. So we're looking at the Yoga Book 9i. Seems to be working okay. Like, again, I don't do much in the way of taking notes and writing on my tablets or anything else, so this is really not something that I'm into. All right, you also get dual screen wallpaper, so you can do this dual screen wallpaper, which allows you to put this in portrait mode, so you get like a butterfly look or whatever, however you want to do it here. Pretty interesting, pretty cool. I like my Batman. I think that's good. So, but there's a lot to this laptop. One of the other things that I like about this over the ZenBook Duo is that you can flip it all the way around, and you can use it, and this will be the main screen. So you can use it in tablet mode this way if you want, and do however you want to do it. You can't do that with the ZenBook. The ZenBook is only one way, and then you can also just tent it. So just bring it up this way. Say you want to watch a movie, or you want to do something of the sort like that. So you have more options here than you do with the ZenBook. The other nice thing is I think that the look and finish of this laptop is much nicer than the ZenBook Duo. Again, I'm not taking anything away from the ZenBook. That is a very nice machine, but in terms of portability, feel, look, and just an overall aesthetic of this, between this and the ZenBook, I like this more. The ZenBook does have a couple more ports. I believe it has an HDMI port and a USB-A port, so you do get those if you are more interested in having that. Yeah, I already went through and updated everything on this. I'm really excited to use it. I already went over the specs on this guy. Let's open up that there so we have something to look at. And I got a whole lot more to go over. I mean, there's so much on this laptop. This one's going to take me a little bit of time to get through on the review. I did want to mention it does come with Dolby Atmos, and I said that, but it also comes with Dolby Vision. So I do believe this is a brighter display than the ZenBook Duo as well. That's going to be a tough call, guys. As far as the price point, I don't recall the price point of this one. I will say though, the ZenBook Duo did come with the Core Ultra 9 with 32 gigs of RAM, This is the Core Ultra 7, the Core Ultra 7, and only has 16 gigs of RAM. But this has 1 terabyte of storage. The other one had 512. There's a give and take to everything. But this, I'm really excited to use the Yoga Book 9i. Really, actually, haven't been this excited to use the laptop in a while. So, because I use a lot of laptops, and this one is really something cool. So I'm excited to use it. Guys, thanks for watching this video. If you could do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, make sure you hit the thumbs up, share with your friends, share with your social medias. And we're shooting for 5,000 subs by the end of this year in December. Need your help to get there. We are creeping up slowly. We went over 2,600 a few weeks ago, and we need to get a little, get that the ticker moving a little bit faster. So if you can help me out by sharing this channel, ask people to sub that, I would appreciate it highly. But make sure that you take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we will talk to you on the other side.